Welcome to day 4 of the 7-day AI Mastery Challenge. And this is going to be one of my favorites because it is superhuman with AI. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been wanting to be superhuman, from watching superheroes, from watching all these people do incredible things, the brightest minds from ancient times until today. And here's the thing. Okay, and I love this phrase here that you heard at the very beginning of day 0. And it says, we now know how to make humans scale. Okay, and that's what's so important about this, because we now can actually scale our skill sets, our creativity, our businesses to a degree that has never been seen before. And that's why I'm so excited about that. Okay, so imagine for a quick second that you could scale your time by 50% more, up to 300, even up to 500%. What could you do? I always used to talk about it, and I know you guys have heard this before, and you've even probably thought about this. Only if I could clone myself. Okay, imagine if you could clone yourself. Okay, not only is that actually possible these days to a certain degree, but you can actually scale your time to a big degree. So that is what we're going to be teaching inside this, and I'm going to show you guys how I've been scaling myself. And then probably in day number 7, I'm going to take you guys even deeper into something that is going to change your life, your business, and the time that you're putting in a day. Okay, so here's the thing. People don't realize the amount of time that we're putting in on mundane tasks. Things that you don't even know are mundane, and literally just taking up time that are not necessary you're doing. So that could be from 20% of your day up to 80% of your day. There's some people that it could probably be 100% of your work time. That's not a joke, okay? So imagine that we can get rid of these mundane and repetitive tasks. What would happen, okay? So another big thing too that people don't realize is, like, every time you get pulled away from work by all these different distractions, whether it's social media, the coworker that keeps on bothering you, phone calls, notifications, whatever it is, it literally takes you an average of, some people say 8 minutes, and some people are actually saying now it's 20 minutes. Okay, so imagine what that does for your workflow. Okay, that is definitely going to mess up the things that you're doing, not only in the creativity cycle, the flow and the things that you're doing. So what we're gonna do is try to figure out ways that we do not have those type of distractions and get ourselves to do more. Okay, so what we want to do is also talk about the mindset, okay? And I want to teach you guys, me, myself, for clarity, had over 30 companies, worked with over 500 clients, celebrities, politicians, people of all sorts. And how is it that I was able to do that? And here's the crazy part is that wasn't even with the tools that are available today. So what will be possible in this next year or 2 will be incredible, especially as you start arming yourself with the tools of the future. Okay, so let me show you guys what's possible. Okay, so I want you guys to open up your minds now, okay? So the very first thing that I want you guys to do, and this is one that I've actually done myself, okay? So there's a way that you can catalog your entire day, your morning, with ChatGPT. Okay, so you may have learned already a little bit about ChatGPT. Some of you guys have regular ChatGPT, which is by OpenAI. Some of you guys have ChatGPT Plus. Okay, you can literally create a faction on a daily basis to give it an update on how you're feeling in the morning, what you're up to, one in the middle of the day, and one at night. If you can do this literally during your first week and literally let it know what you're doing, what you're spending your time on, and then again, it's sometimes good to, you could do it once a day, but you may not remember. You can do it 3 times a day. And this will allow you to catalog and let the AI do the work. And you would literally give it a prompt that this is what we're doing. We're going to catalog my week, and we're going to see where I'm spending the most and the majority of my time. You can also upload documents. If you have Plus, you can upload documents of your calendar and timelines and such. So it literally tells you a little bit about what you're doing and how you can optimize yourself, okay? Obviously, we could go further into that, okay? So secondly, okay, so this is what's important. And this is where it's going to take teams a lot further, okay? So right now, ChatGPT has something called ChatGPT Teams. There's also GPTs that can be shared, which again, I'm even going to go further on this on day 7 with the power of these AI assistants / GPTs, and allowing your team to be able to do things with an incredible knowledge base And it's actually super easy to do. You don't have to be an expert, you know? We literally have 9 and 10-year-old kids doing this, okay? And then they're not just doing this, they're doing this to a high degree, and we're gonna show you guys that too, okay? So secondly, it's like using AI as your business guide, okay? Why is that important? Because I believe once you give enough details about yourself, your business, your own persona, and create your own avatar, then this avatar becomes a home base for everything that you need to do in your business. And it can guide you in the proper direction once you're using the proper verbiage. Okay, so one of my favorite quotes actually comes from Dr. DeMartini, and he says, "The quality of your life is based on the quality of the questions you ask. So the better you get at asking questions / prompts, the better your output will be. And if the better the output, the better the questions, your life will elevate." So one of the things that I love to talk about with this is giving it your vision, giving it your mission, your values, your principles, your goals, and letting it know who you are or who that business is. That right there is a very powerful part that I think every single business needs to have, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more in day 7, and we're actually doing a lot of that within our community and teaching people exactly how they can create it to the highest degree for the rest of their team, for their incoming customers and everything like that, okay? So this is to create a support system for yourself and the company and to understand your values and what you're there for, okay? So another big thing is like, imagine AI as your business partner. Then, not just your business partner, but a strategist. Instead of you talking to coaches, consultants, you know, this guru, a lawyer and everything like that, you now have the capacity to talk to these different AIs, whether it's through ChatGPT Plus, through Pi, which is a company, Inflection, Claude, obviously Gemini, some people like that one, but these different AIs are actually helping people go to another degree without separation. And that's what's a very important component there, okay? So this is an opportunity to growth hack and shorten the time frame of you getting information back, especially if there's brainstorming and everything else on there, okay? So it's going to help you move faster than everyone else around you. Okay, so the part to me is very important, and this is the part that I think a lot of people get wrong and they don't grasp how fast these things are coming, is the mindset. You have to be open to the possibility, and no longer can you think in a linear fashion. You must think exponentially. Okay, and what does that mean? Okay, if you count to 1 to 31 in a linear fashion, you get to 31. If you count to 31 in an exponential fashion, you get to over 1 billion. That's a huge difference right there. So you must look, and one of my favorite quotes by Wayne Gretzky is, you gotta skate to where the puck is going. Most people don't know where the puck is going. So like, oh, that's 5 years from now, oh, that's 10 years from now and everything like that. But the reality is, it's right around the corner. So the more that you know these things are so close, the more the possibility it gives you to be ahead of the curve. And that's one of the biggest things to open up a world of possibility. Okay? The other part I like to talk about, that a lot of things that are happening is very much like the Robert Bannister effect, which is the 4-minute mile effect with AI. Okay, so here's the thing. Most people thought it was impossible to hit a 4-minute mile. Most people thought that a heart would explode with the 4-minute mile. Many people thought there was no way that would ever happen until he did it. Right after, very shortly of him doing it, guess what ends up happening? More people hit the 4-minute mile. Within a couple years, I believe it was high school kids were hitting a 4-minute mile, and all of a sudden now people could do it like nothing. That is very similar, just like I was gonna tell you guys, the 4-minute mile. So now you'll be able to see what's possible. So that's why for me, it's very important to be around people that understand this technology, businessmen and women, entrepreneurs, you know, people in corporate America, someone that wants a side gig, someone wants a social media presence. Be around these people to know what's possible, because once you know what's possible, it becomes easy and it becomes actually feasible. Okay, and it may seem very simple, but it's not so simple. This is actually something of great power, okay? So there's many things that you could do efficiency-wise to help you get to the next level. So let alone is it to clean up your inboxes, automate your different social media tools, to help you record these videos using stuff like HeyGen and everything like that. But using these tools for major efficiencies and looking at it on a weekly or on a monthly basis, weekly could be a great way to do it, will literally help you automate more of what you're doing already, okay? So another part that's pretty cool, there's an app called Notebook ML from Google, and Notebook ML from Google allows you to tap into an entire drive, put notes and everything like that. Once you start aggregating all this data and you're able to now use this data to make yourself charts, strategies, compose an entire email sequence, little things like that, it starts to make you be able to scale in a way that wasn't possible before. So the next level of efficiency is using something called Notebook ML, and it is something that came out, it's experimental through Google, and they allow you to tap into Drive, your documents, Word, Sheets, everything, in order to help you have it all in one place and be able to ask questions, create email sequences, create reporting, creating analytics to a very high degree. And here's the thing. The reason why these things are so important, at some points they may not seem so relevant. But the point is that you have to think ahead, because in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, these things will be so far advanced, you will be ahead of the curve to be able to take things to the next level. And you'll be able to deploy, okay? So my big thing is scaling humans. In order to become superhuman, you have to enable yourself to know what's possible, slowly start integrating all these things into your life, position them all around you so it becomes a normality, because these are not normal things. We're not just automatically knowing what to do, let alone know what to do. So our job is to be around other people that are doing it, slowly implement, and make it a point to start automating ourselves to the highest degree so we could get rid of the mundane things that are happening, okay? So another really cool thing that one of our members actually did, her name is Olivia, and she partnered up with one of our other members, Jeff. And she really didn't know why she had joined in with us. She had joined in and was like, man, Jonathan, I'm not sure what's going on, or what the point of this is. And, I told her, I was like, hey, here's where you network. There's collaborations, partnerships. You're going to learn things that you never knew before. She teams up with Jeff. He actually had a course. She was in France, or actually was having a French crowd, let's just say, in an email list. So she went ahead and used artificial intelligence to completely translate it, and since she knew the language, she knew to make sure and double check it. She launched it to her list, and she made $10,000 in her first week. Could you imagine $10,000 from just translating something and launching it into a new space? That's what she did. And remember, that's the first business partnership that they had. What else is going to come after that? That was pretty beautiful to see how she went to the French market. Okay? So the big thing is about building your AI assistants and ecosystem, okay? So these, as I'll show you in day number 7, these assistants and these, let's just call them managers in this ecosystem, can help you with so many different things that it's going to help you elevate your skill sets as long as you start to understand what they are, okay? So these assistants could be, marketing arm, email assistant, research assistant, strategy, customer sales rep, and basically helping you come up with the notions of what is necessary, where you now can move significantly faster and make better decisions. Okay, so I just cannot even see someone succeeding in the business world now, especially at the rate that someone else can, with someone that is fully enabled through artificial intelligence. Okay, so that is the key to building. Okay. And the key to building here are these good assistants, these AI assistants, which, by the way, are going to get way better. There's one huge one coming up for some of these AI assistants. There's a good upgrade that's coming, okay? So you have to know what's possible, the tools to use, and how to prompt, right? How to ask the right questions, okay? So your day 4 challenge assignment is going to be to look at everything that you're doing, set up through ChatGPT to figure out and give it notes on what it is that you're doing. Some people could do this for a month. Some of you could do this for 3 days. Some of you could do it for a week. If you do this for a week, it would be really great. But let it know what you're doing during the day. Let it know how you're feeling. Okay, and then at the end of the 7 days, 3 days, however long you do this, you're gonna ask it to give you a report back, okay, on what it is that you've already done, okay, where you could possibly save time, what are things that you could do. Another thing too that is very important is to give it context on who you are, what your goals are. Like I said before, your vision, your mission, your values, and everything like that to help you figure those things out. That's also something that we do within our community where we give hand-to-hand and support to help people, okay? So tomorrow, you don't want to miss this, okay, because it's very important, especially anyone in business wants to get into business. You want to automate stuff, you want more time, you want to go on more vacations, you want to literally have 50% more time to do more work and scale, make more money. It's going to be AI in action, business transformation and automation. That's day 5. We're so excited to have you guys there. And that is the completion of day 4, Superhuman with AI. Continue to watch what we're doing. Share this with your friends. And we appreciate you coming over here and getting your badge of Superhuman with AI. You also can download your badge in the bot. So see you guys tomorrow.